Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? It's about 5 minutes after 11, running a little bit behind. So, you are now entering the no judgment zone with Sean Taylor, discussing topics with no judgments. Again, discussing topics with no judgments. Now, the other day, I want to say it probably was it Friday or I don't know what day it was, but I said I was going to be with you 30 minutes. I ended up talking for an hour and a half. So my apologies. So anyway, I guarantee you I would definitely be here for 30 minutes because the schedule is kind of tight today. So definitely going to be here for 30 minutes. I would be watching this clock like a hawk real quick. So um, today's message, politically correct. Mm, being politically correct. Yeah, yeah, that's that is it's interesting. It's very interesting. So, because being politically correct is nothing but just simply uh embellished truth. Um, you know, you're pretty much prettying up the prettying up the lie so that it sounds better, so to speak. So, being politically correct. I said something. I think, God, was that Saturday? Man, I can't remember. But I said something on one of my podcasts that wouldn't it be refreshing if everybody just pretty much told you what they wanted, just straight up. I mean, day one, hey, this is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Now you do have some people, not a lot. You do have some people who are just 100% straight up. You don't, you when you're looking at them, they're not dancing around what they want to say. They're coming straight at you. Whether you like it or not. Though to be in the presence of those type of individuals is quite refreshing. But you know, the politically correctness. That's just people who are pretty much. They're living to appease others. They're putting up the truth, so they're putting up the lie to make the lie sounds better. But it's straight up, it's straight up being less than honest. Is not even honest at all. So so I like to describe myself as politically incorrect. So you know when you don't embellish, when you don't pretty up you know the the real truth. And when you don't use the smoke screens and talking out your ass, so to speak, it never comes across like really good. So um could I be more tactful in my truth? Yeah, I think I could. But you know uh at given times it's not warranted. At certain times I think sometimes it depends on the situation, who you're actually dealing with, that you got to get that truth that kind of gives them a ridge hand across the throat, so to speak, so they really get it. Now, I'm not talking. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about it in a physical sense. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just using that as an analogy. As the ridge hand. And anybody know anything about martial arts, they know the ridge hand is just boom, just straight across the throat. So you got to give them that ridge hand of truth. You know, so when you ask someone a question, do you honestly want the answer? I mean, do you want the truth or do you want watered down truth? Do you want the truth with a chaser or do you want a truth with no chaser? Because if you want the truth with chaser, yeah, I guess the chaser's got to be a little bit involved with tactfulness. You kind of have to choose your words, strategically. You kind of gotta, you know, pretty it up a little bit, in a soft spoken type voice, you know. But when you want it, when that truth comes at you with no chaser, it's it's that ridge hand across the throat, baby. It's the ridge hand. I mean, it's coming at you. I mean, it's coming at you, uh, no matter what you feel or what you think about it or not. But at the end of the day, you have that truth. You don't have to second guess. You don't have to wonder because this person chose to be politically correct with you. You know, I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it a million times that our world is a big fat lie. And I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, I've broken this down before. You know, we live in a society right now that you damn near got to walk around on eggshells um, when you say anything that's truthful. Um, in the words of Dave Chappelle, the world is the world is real brittle. Their people ears are brittle. Their feelings are brittle. Their emotions are brittle. You know, um, you know, yeah, the world has turned into a bunch of bitch ass niggas. When you think about it, I mean, when you think about it, you can't say nothing without somebody being offended. And God forbid you say anything that's truthful. They're going to be bent up into their feelings about something. So if you can't say the truth, what do you say? Do anybody ever come up with those quandaries in their life? Those crossroads of like, I don't know how to deal with these uh, sensitive ass people about anything. And now we're in a society which every time I think about it, I'm like, how in the hell did we got here as a people, as a country, as a nation, to where you can actually be canceled and silenced. I'm like, how is this even happening? How is this even possible that people can silence people off of telling the truth? You mean to tell me a person can be silenced for being politically incorrect? Wow. So you could be silenced for being politically incorrect. You're gonna be looked at as the bitch when you're politically incorrect. You're gonna be looked at as the asshole, the dick, the prick when you're politically incorrect. So we're such in a catch-22 with this politically correctness and being politically incorrect. You know, it's like politically correct is nothing but a sophisticated, prettied up, um, beautiful lie. I've shared a little bits and pieces, a little tidbits about my backstory that I used to be a compulsive liar, and I'm not gonna lie. I feel as if I had tons of friends when I lied, but boy, once I started telling that truth, boy, they just start they just start fading to black and dwindling away. But I'm telling you, the big man upstairs told me, hey, going forward from here, I have showed you everything. I've shown you all the people that you thought that was for you, supported you, there for you. I've exposed all of them for who they really actually are. So now your back is against the wall, Sean. So I would strongly behoove you, son, to just be straight truthful going here on out. And I'll take care of you. I got you. I ain't going to leave you. I'm not going to forsake you. Whatever you ask, whatever you seek, and when you knock, you're going to find, and it's going to, just depend on me. He ain't let me down yet. And listen, I'm no picture of perfection by any stretch of the imagination. I have no halo over my head by any stretch of the imagination. I've screwed up more than I've actually done right. And that's factual in every area, aspect in my life. But one thing does deem true. Being truthful, straightforward, and honest is such refreshing. You know what I love about being truthful? I don't have to remember about the lie I said last week. I don't have to remember about the lie I said yesterday. I don't have to remember about the lie I said 20 minutes ago. I don't have to be like, God, oh my God, what did I say? And I don't have to sit here and panic in utter panic mode, like, oh my God, did I say this or did I say that? I know for a fact by being politically incorrect, I don't have to wonder what I said yesterday. Somebody be like, well, I thought you said, I'm like, no, that's exactly what I said. I ain't got nothing with what you thought I said, but this is exactly what I said. Well, I thought so. No, that's not what I told you. And I will retort in verbatim, 100% accuracy, exactly what I said. No, your thought process, you just got a bad memory. I know about bad memories because I got one. Maybe you thought I said this, or maybe you thought I said that. No, this is exactly what I said. I've actually screenshotted and printed, not printed, but screenshotted through text exactly. Hey, this is exactly what I said. Oh, yeah. No, a couple of years ago, you could have trumped me up with that because I used to lie so much, but no, not so much now. It's 100% true. Reason being, I can't go back there because it's just too confusing. Lying is too stressful. It's too much work. When you lie, you got to damn near do you in 24/7 covert operation mode. You're constantly hiding and ducking and trying to figure out this strategy and that strategy. And, it's so much easier to live by being 100% straight up. Now, is everybody going to be happy about you being 100% straight up? No, not a bit. Is everybody going to like you? But nope. Is everybody going to want to be your friend? Nope. Your circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller when the more you become allergic to bullshit, the smaller your circle becomes. Yeah. Once you become allergic to the bullshit, your circle becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. The more truthful you become and the bolder you get in your butt naked truth, your circle becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah. I don't mind it because I like peace. I don't mind not having a lot of friends because I like peace. I don't mind not everybody liking me because I like peace. I don't mind being misunderstood because I like peace. I don't mind being judged. Judge me all you want. Hell, I judge myself every day. Hey, here's my bullshit in all its splendor. Judge me all you want to. I don't mind because this brother loves having peace. See, when I feel as if I had to lie to have friends, or I had to lie to keep this woman, or I had to lie to keep this marriage, or I had to lie to keep this job, or I had to lie to get this job, it's just too much work. And then here comes the embarrassment once the lie is dug up from the roots and it's out there in neon lights for the world to see. Now you're asked out and embarrassed and you're ridiculed and you're ashamed. See, that's what it brings. Lies just bring embarrassment, ridicule, shame. So why not just be straight up? Let them depict you for whatever they may think you are. See, somebody told me something. This person really had a good hypothesis of this guy. They really had a good consensus of this dude. They say, you know what, Sean, you do talk about, you know, you shed some light on some things of, of kind of who you are, what you used to do. Well, one thing I notice about you, you talk. It seems like you say a lot, but you say very little. You say just enough. I'm like, no, no, this is why. Because social media does not deserve a seat at my table of my personal life. No. Social media does not deserve that. Social media has not even earned that. Social media will never get into that personal, private sector of my life. I'm not an attention whore, so I'm not going to be telling you my vacations is here, my vacation is there. This is the food I'm eating. This is the places I'm visiting. This is the person I'm smashing. This is the person I'm with. No, 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 no. First of all, I'm not going to be gallivanting about, oh, this is my thing and this is my boo thing, blah, 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 blah. Because once that shit goes sideways, and it will eventually at some point, because problems going to happen, you have to be very, very careful. Is again, you got to watch the whole entire board. And I'm not talking about checkers, I'm talking about chess. You got to watch the whole board. You got to watch all the pieces on the board. You got to know how to move and maneuver those pieces. You have to anticipate bullshit before it actually happens. See, a person who thinks they're always going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps ahead of you because they're a thinker. You are always going to be behind them because you don't think. That's why you can't. You be trying to. You can't move. You can't move like if 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 checkers is all you know, and you be making checkers moves, which are sucker moves. When you been making checkers move slash sucker moves all your life, you can never keep up with a chess player. Their level of intelligence is a little bit higher than yours because they think and you choose not to think. You get impatient with thinking. I talked about impatience the other day, that we got grown up people with the patience of a 3-year-old. But I digress. You got grown-ups that have patience of a 3-year-old. See, if you're impatient from the word go, a thinker has a lot of patience. I mean, a lot. To sit at a chess table and just sit there and analyze the moves, figure out why my opponent made this move, it takes time and it takes patience. If you're impatient, you're not even going to have the patience to even learn how to play chess because you're impatient. That's your MO. You're impatient by nature. So you're not going to be able to sit down and study chess. You're not going to be committed to the game. That's why you play checkers, because you like fast moves. You don't have to think with checkers. You damn near can be blind to play checkers. I mean, it's not really a thinking man's game. But chess is. It takes strategy. It takes a relentless, it's like, you know what? I got to understand why this person moved the way they move. If I'm playing chess and this person makes this move, I'm going to be anticipating. I'm like, okay, what's going to be the next move? I'm going to analyze. I'm going to scan that board. And I'm going to look at that board really, really hard before I make my next move. Because my next move may be my last move. My next move may be checkmate, which may be my last move. See, once you get checkmate, you are done. The game is over. The game is over. And a lot of you guys get checkmated every single day because you move too quickly. You never studied the board in your life. You never wonder, why did this person move right or left, front or back? You never think it through. You never think why they move the way that they move, because you fast think. You fast think because you have no patience to sit there and analyze the move. Being politically incorrect, I think, is one of the best things that ever happened to me. Now I can live my life of freedom. Now I have power over my life. You have no power over your life if you worry about what people think, if you worry about what you're going to say out your mouth next. I get it. I've been in corporate America. I've been a slave to the 9 to 5. I get it when you don't have a voice. I get it when you're just a number. I get it when you're just clocking in and clocking out like Fred Flintstone used to do. You know, when it used to come on, he clocking in, clocking out. I get that. I've been there, done that. So I get you got to play the game, and there's certain things you can't say. I get that. You really have no power. I get that. Been there. I know how that feels. So you got, that's smart. That's strategic. There's certain things in the workplace you cannot say. Because if you say it, you may be in jeopardy of losing your job. You know? Or you may have enough skin in the game on the job where they see you as a valuable asset. And they like, man, no, we got to keep her. We got to keep him. That person has value. That person's got skin in the game. That person is proficient. They're effective in their job. That person is extremely knowledgeable. That's one of our first round draft picks. So we need this person. But now there's Skippy. Skippy, if you late all the time, you're tardy all the time, you dress like crap there, Skippy. Skippy, if you half-ass doing your job, Skippy, you are replaceable, Skippy. Skippy, you replaceable all day long. Because Skippy, you kind of half-ass do things anyway. You kind of lucked up and got that job. I think the sun was in the right place. The stars felt right. The wind was blowing in a certain place. Hey, sun does shine on a dog's ass every now and then. And you lucked up and got that job. So Skippy, you kind of on thin ice anyway, because you kind of like, you half-ass doing your every day, Skippy, you on thin ice. Skippy, every day you come in there with the bullshit shit every day, Skippy. So they don't consider you as a valuable asset on the job. Now, Rebecca, on the other hand, she's been with the company like 10, 12 years. Girl come up late. I mean, she never comes late. She's always on time. The only time she out, she's damn near got to be dead or dying, pretty much sick. So Skippy, she got a little bit more skin in the game, and they're going to let you go, Skippy. They're going to keep Rebecca. But I get it. But you save yourself so much trouble. Now, people going to be like, yeah, Sean, I know how you are. Yeah, Joanne, I know how you are. They're going to, when you politically incorrect, they're going to be like, people going to be like, yeah, I know, Sometimes, they get a little umph and they try to play you with that weak stuff, and you be like, come on now, now come on, you got to do better than that. I saw that weakness, that weak game. Come on. All right, let's get to the real truth. Okay, you pissed down my back and didn't even give me the courtesy that it was rain. Okay, now give me the real truth, because I saw that weak shit. That looked like one of my old moves. That looked like when people be lying, I know it automatically. You know what? Because I used to be a compulsive liar. I'm like, no, your ass lying, because that sounds like one of my old moves. That sounds like one of my old lies. So let's go back. I'm not gonna judge him. I'm gonna give him another opportunity to redeem himself. Okay, good. Tell me that again. Tell me the right version though, because I already know you lied. Because that's one of my moves. That's one of my old moves. So you become really good at things. And when you have lied, you know a liar from when you have lied, boy, you can smell a liar before they even come in the room. It's like, is that Johnny? How you know that's Johnny? He just walked out the car. I smelled him coming from the car. You finna come in here with a whole bunch of lies. It's best to be politically incorrect than to be politically correct. That when you're politically correct, you're just gonna be down for whatever. You're just gonna go with whatever. Because you don't want to step on any toes. You don't want no friction. That's like, you hate oatmeal, but since they put it on your plate, you gonna thug through it and you gonna eat that bullshit shit anyway. You can't stand it, but I mean, you about to, every time you take a bite, you about to regurgitate it up. You about to just throw up all over the place. But you, instead of saying, listen, I don't do oatmeal, you didn't want to say, you, instead of saying I don't like oatmeal, I detest oatmeal, I detest it. You're gonna eat the oatmeal because why? You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. A lot of people are going through things in their life because they don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. A lot of people are in these dry ass, miserable ass, boring ass, sorry ass, lifeless, lifeless, dead ass relationships. Why? Because they don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Being politically correct, it ain't never good. It's never good. Unless you in the workplace where you got to play that politically correct game because that's what pays your bills. I get it. I get it. And I'm not judging you. I got no dog. I got no dog in your fight. But I understand that. But all the other areas in your life, you're just lying, 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 lying. Lies are never good. Take it from a dude who knows. It's never good. So if you ask me a question, I listen, I practice my pause every day. Brother ain't perfect now, but I practice my pause when it comes to being politically incorrect. When someone say, "Hey, Sean," they ask me a question, I'm like, "Okay, now, you sure you want my answer?" They'll think about it for a quick second. Now, some will say, "No, no, that's all right, Sean. You got to tell me." And some be like, "Okay, yeah, go and give it to me." I say, "You sure? I don't want, I don't want no problems between us. I don't like problems. So, are you sure? You gonna be man enough to man up and deal with it, or you gonna be woman enough to woman up and deal with it? Don't ask me nothing about if you in your relationship and you be like, Sean, what do you think about this? I'm like, look, you sure you want my answer? Because my answer may be benefiting to the dude. Or if you the dude, my answer may be benefiting toward the lady. It depends on the circumstances and what the question is, which is going to determine my answer. You asked me, from my viewpoint, so I'm going to give you my viewpoint. If you didn't want my viewpoint, you shouldn't have asked. It's just that simple. But don't ask me anything if you don't want the answer to it, because it's coming with no chaser. It's just straight. It's going to be a whole cup. This is my daughter's cup. She likes pink. Pink is Giselle's favorite color. Giselle, aka Daddy's Jizzy Boo. So it could be a cup. Now, when you ask for that truth, you see how the cup only has a little bit of juice in it. Now, my truth gonna be way up here, and you're gonna have to drink that truth with no chaser. So be very careful of asking me a question, because I'm gonna give you all that truth with no chaser. It's gonna probably take you a while to drink that drink because you ain't got nothing to chase it down. You ain't got no water, you ain't got no punch, you ain't got no Sprite, no ginger ale, you ain't got a Dr. Pepper, Coke. You have nothing to chase it down because I'm giving you that politically incorrectness, no chaser. But at the end of the day, you will always know where you stand with this dude. You always know where you stand with this old boy. You will know where you stand. Ain't dancing around. Be like, man, why that joke every time I ask him something, you always dancing around. People would be dancing around the truth, and I'd be like, God damn, would you sit your ass still and just give me the truth? Quit dancing around. You know what? They giving you everything else except what they asked you. That's what it drives me crazy when you ask a person something and I'm gonna sit there. They dancing, and I'm just sitting there for shits and giggles. And then my response is gonna be like, "Is that's not what I asked you? Can you just answer the question that I asked you? You giving me everything else. Can you give me the answer to the question I asked you? Yay or nay? Is this it or whatever?" That bugs me about a lot of people. They gonna give me everything. I'm like, dude, I didn't ask you. I mean, can we skip the semantics? I didn't ask you for all that. Okay, come on, come on. Wake up, wake up, McFly. Wake up. That's not what I asked you. Can you give me that? Give me a straight answer. Stop dancing around it. That's goddamn. If I wanted to dance with you, we'd be on a dance floor somewhere. That's not what. Quit dancing. I'm not in a dancing mood. I just want the answer to my question. See, being politically incorrect, a lot of people don't like that. Please, when you know when somebody's being politically correct, they are very careful in their response, and they respond so pretty. It's so prettied up. It's got the response it's got so much makeup on it. No, give me the ugly truth, please. Take off all that makeup because you don't look like that when you wake up in the morning. I want the ugly truth of you. Take it off. Yes, take it off. I know you may scare me a little bit, but just take off all the makeup because I want the ugly truth. That's what you look like when you wake up. Not all that clown stuff you put on your face. That's not you. That ain't even who you, that ain't that's not even you. That's a representative of you. It's not you. I mean, it's Barnum Bailey circus you, but it's not the original you. But I digress with that. So moving right along. So you got politically correctness that's pretty much embellishing the truth in order to make the lie sounds better. Trust me, people. If you really want your circle to get small and around people that you can trust, start being 100% politically incorrect. Not politically correct. Not politically correct. Start being politically incorrect. You're not going to be popular. Not everybody's going to like you. And then, here's the thing: the majority of people that don't like you, they didn't like you before, so I really don't care. A lot of people that don't like me, to be perfectly honest with you, I ain't like your dud ass either. So I mean, there's no harm, no foul. I mean, I'm not losing. I kind of get off telling your dud ass the truth because I like how it just slaps you in the face every time I tell it to you. Every time I call you out or mention something that may think, oh, is he talking? No. Here's the thing about posts. Sometimes when you post things, people get offended by the post. Please don't get offended. You ain't the only stupid dud ass person that I know on the planet. I know lots of stupid people. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only stupid one. So please don't get offended. It's theoretically not about you, but if what I post or talk about or say is offensive to you, hold please. So what I'm saying is, if what I'm back. So what I'm saying, if what I'm saying is offensive to anybody out there in social media land and social media world, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, what else is out there? Any one of my groups or whatever, you can always feeling tired and emotional. We can take the tired out, but you feeling emotional, try a can of man the fuck up. Just deal with that shit. My God. Yes, just man the F up, man. Just deal with it. You know what I mean? Saying, man. What you what you know, they're gonna talk about, listen, people, they're gonna talk about us anyway. So we might as well be who we are, you know. So with a big man upstairs, say, listen, man, don't lie to these fools. I didn't expose he exposed everybody in my life for who they are and told me that person gonna leave you, that person's gonna leave you, that person's not gonna support you. Oh wait, hold on, Sean. As soon as she found out A, B, C, and D, she out too. He already told me. He said, so I'm gonna weed all them people out because they don't love you unconditionally anyway. They don't support you unconditionally. They're not your friends unconditionally. So I'm gonna weed those fools out for you. I want you to see, yes, you're gonna go through some lonely days, Sean, some lonely nights. You're gonna feel like you're on an island on your own. You, even the people that you do have around that you trust, you're going to be around them and still going to feel alone. But this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to weed out all the fakes, all the ones who lie and say, oh, I'll never do this and I'll never do that. Oh, I'll never leave you, no matter what. Not even for whale's blubber. You, me, and Irene. That's a Jim Carrey quote. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, he said, I'm going to weed out all the fakes. But what I want you to be going forward, you be 100% truthful. Because now that you have lied all these years, being politically correct, now you be politically incorrect on purpose, son. On purpose, daily. They're going to talk about you even more. You're going to give them something more to talk about. Now they really not going to understand. They're really going to be confused. But now, guess what? They can't say you're lying. That's what you wanted. You wanted the truth? I'm giving you all that shit. Every ounce of it. And it's a shit ton. And it's not going to sound nice. It's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to taste good. May not even smell good sometimes, but it is going to be the truth. It's going to be ugly. Yeah, it's going to be ugly, but that's what the truth is. That's what the truth is. You ever hear those people? I don't care what it is, just tell me the truth. As soon as you tell the truth, they mad as hell. I tell you, it is a catch-22 with these people in the world. It is a catch-22. Now I'm like, you know what? I really don't care. You can't. My mom always said, Sean, you can't please all these people. You can't satisfy all these people. They're gonna have something to say, whether you're doing everything right, whether you're doing everything wrong, whether you're half and half. They're always gonna have something to say. They're always gonna have something to talk about. Son, it's just better. It is just easier, and it's stress-free, and it's just refreshing, and it's just a sense of freedom when you can just be yourself. Mm-hmm. Mom used to tell me, Sean, you want everybody to like you. Son, the world don't even work that way. And I would just look at her like a child would look to a parent, straight poker face, like my daughter kind of looks at me poker face when I'm talking to her sometimes. And like she does her mother, just straight poker face. And then you live those life lessons. And her voice comes back. I told you it's much easier just to be yourself. People, it's so easy just to be yourself. Teenagers out there, be yourself. Teenagers, forget that peer pressure. Forget that peer pressure. Those people that are popular, by the time you reach an adult, you probably not going to recognize them. Those popular people are going to be unpopular in looks. By the time you get to college and you become kids or whatever, all the popular people, you're like, I thought, man, yeah. My mother and grandmother always said, boy, it is funny how things change over the course of time. Time is funny. My grandmother used to tell me all the time, son, Sean, not all things remain the same in life. I never got that until I started becoming an adult and I started changing. My body started changing. You know what I'm saying? So the person that once was ignored in high school, now people trying to holler like, no, no, go back to the people who were popular, buddy. That doesn't even work. See, listen, we're going to talk about realness and truthfulness. Let's just talk about it. I have no dog in nobody's fight. So being truthful ain't got nothing to do with none of you fools. Being truthful has everything to do with me and being who I am. So if you want to be respected, good people, just be truthful. It's too much work pretending to be something you're not. It's too much work trying to remember the lie you told just 30 minutes ago, last week, last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now. It's too much work. Because once your lies are exposed, you're the worst thing in the world. They done damned you to hell. You ain't worth nothing. You a piece of crap, blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. If you went in everybody's closet and started pulling out shit, everybody got shit. Everybody got bullshit. Everybody got skeletons. Everybody got things. People got secrets that only them and somebody else knows about. I mean, man, we could just go on and on and on. But forget being politically correct. Be politically incorrect. At the end of the day, some people can respect you for it. He's like, you know what? Yeah, Sean's an asshole, but you know what? He's a truthful asshole. He's a truthful asshole. I don't care. I really don't. I really don't care. When you get to the point of not caring about what people think, you have no type of power that you unleash. How impenetrable you become. It ain't the popular way to go, but it is the most powerful way to go. But embellishing the truth in order to make the lie sounds better, it's just too much work, man. Just be politically incorrect. Just be politically incorrect. I wish our government was politically incorrect. They too politically correct. They lie about they boy. I tell you, Jesus Christ, boy, the lies are long, boy. The lies are so long, but I ain't even gonna get into that. But how you want the truth from me? When you train the lie to trip me up to probably get a conviction out of me or confession out of me, I mean, man, the lies are just all around. They all around. And what's so funny about uh, our social system that we have that is damn near laughable and comedic at this point. So what's so funny about this? You got all the people on their high horses and their Brooks Brothers suits, and and they high places and distinguished places, and and their Bentleys and all the Mercedes and all this, and they nice houses and all this, all the glitz and glamour and the bells and whistles and those attitudes, the Johnny Bravo attitudes. Enough about me. Let's talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Those type of people that I'm talking about. Y'all like that Johnny Bravo tidbit? Enough about me. Let's talk about me. You know those type of people. Everybody who thinks they're more important than everybody else. They all make everybody think that they got all the answers, and life is just so glorious and so grand to just be them in their lives. And they all lying about something. They all lying about something. They are all lying about something. And then make you feel bad when you get caught up or something comes out of your life that's bad, and try to make you feel like you're a piece of crap. When in the back of their mind, they're like, oh man, I'm glad nobody ain't found out about my bullshit and shit. There's tons, millions, billions of people just like that. So if you messed up, you made mistakes, you've fallen short, all your stuff out there, all your business in the street, don't feel bad. You get over it. You work toward being better. But what you do, don't go back to being that lying person. Don't go back to that. Don't go back to being that person who appeases people. Don't go back to people dancing around eggshells in your half truths And don't go back to being politically correct, because it don't matter. Why are you doing that? Them people don't give a damn about you anyway. Be your authentic true self. Live in your politically incorrectness and just be truthful. If you want to weed out all the fakes in your life and you want to see who's the fakes in your life, start being 100% truthful. Here's the thing, let me tell you a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. Once I got to that breakthrough of just being truthful, my true friends that I've always had on one hand, through my bullshit, through my lies, through my mess ups, being incarcerated, screwing up with women, messing up my marriages, messing up my relationships, cheating, they are still here. So you know what that tells me? Them jokers love me unconditionally. Those are my true blue friends. I can count their asses on one hand, but they've been 10 toes down for me since day one. Those are my friends. I could call my boy Brandon up right now. I could call my boy Tommy up right now. I could call my boy BJ up right now. Those are my true blue friends. Down since day one. Me and BJ go back to 16. I remember walking on the street and I found $20 and he was jumping up and down. We found $20. We found $20. We found $20. And I was like, I found $20. Been down for me since day one, 10 toes down. We went to Popeyes in high school and ate $20 worth of fried chicken. I want that chicken straight out the grease. So my thing about it is, listen, man, listen. I know who my friends are, whether I messed up or whether I go sit next to the Pope, whatever, they have been there for me 10 toes down. Your truthfulness weeds out the fakes in your life. Your transparency weeds out the fakes in your life. Being candid weeds out the fakes in your life, because when you are truthful, people are always going to get, my feelings. My feelings. Feelings. Talking about feelings. Hey, man. Be all up in your feelings because the person being honest with you. But is that what you wanted? If they lied to you, they might see the irony. The irony between that, the truth and a lie is baffling to me. You tell a lie, they mad. You tell the truth, they still mad. You can't, there's no pleasing. So I'm like, you know what, man? Fuck them. You know, like, this is what it is. Deal with it or not deal with it. Listen, you got choices. You got options. But if I got to kiss your ass to make you happy, to make you be my friend, to make you be my woman, my wife, whatever, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Because when you doing your bullshit and I sit there and I just deal with your shit, I'm like, nah, bro. Well, you know what? Guess what? Sit there and deal with mine. That goes hand in hand. I love you the same. Don't treat you no different. Still support you. Still look after you. But then you want to start acting brand new with me. A lot of people dish out things in life, but then they can't take what they did. The same bullshit and shit they dish out, they can't take it when it comes back around. Why is that? Feelings. Talking about feelings. Yo, softer than baby shit ass, if you don't get over these feelings and get out of them, life is going to be a tad bit difficult for you. But that's all I got. I'm finna get off this thing. Went over my 30 minutes again. God dang it. All right, just but like I always say, I start judging people once I'm perfect too. Since I'm in no danger. Since I'm in no danger of ever becoming perfect, I had to think of a minute. Am I on my way to perfection? Is something going to happen in my life where I become perfect overnight? Since I'm in no danger of ever becoming perfect, you will never have to worry about this brother ever judging you, period. That's just it. Remember, love is love. That's all it is. Listen, guys, we're in the last week of January, last week of these New Year's special. Don't call February 1st. Oh, Sean, you still got that special? I'll be like, no, I don't have the special. You dud ass. I've had it all month. That's those procrastinating people and those people living on excuses. Always waiting till the last minute for something. But anyway, here's the thing. Be politically incorrect on purpose. I'm telling you. Be politically correct on purpose. Incorrect. Not politically correct. You got too many people just, halfway giving you the truth anyway. Just be truthful. Start being truthful. If you want to weed out the fakes, start being truthful. Start being yourself. Watch what happens. The truth will clean house all by its own, all on its own. The truth, I look at the truth like pepper spray. Just spray it. Spray the truth. Got pepper spray, boy. They start moving. They start moving. Hey, people don't like the truth. Now they gonna label you. Fuck they labels. Who cares about them? They not. What you think of me ain't important to me anyway. The people that are close to me, the people that's been down with me since day one, the people I got some years and I got some time and tenure. I care about what they think. They got skin in the game with me. So, yeah, they hold some weight. They got some value. You fair weather, fly by night people that I don't even know last names. Nah, dog, you can say whatever. You can think what you want to think to me till the cows come home. I really don't give two shits. But that's all I got. Remember, embellishing the truth in order to make the lie sound better sets you up for failure. But I'm gonna leave it right there. Listen, I hope y'all guys are getting your fitness in. Eating clean, getting your workouts in, being consistent, drinking your water the way you should. Listen, man, change your mind, changes the life. So that's all I got, man. Hold on, let me go to a little bit of these. Oh, Miss Reed. Miss Reed always be on the scene. Miss Reed, I'm gonna talk to your boss. Do you even got a job? You be on here a little bit too much, Miss Reed. I'm just teasing. I'm just playing. Oh, come on, Miss Reed. It's just for grins. I'm just playing. Miss Reed says you got to understand your opponent to beat them. I might as well like that. Truth. What? No halo? That's pretty funny. Yep, my favorite line. Truth. All right, so here's the thing, people. Keep your heads up. Encourage somebody. Stay in your truth. Okay, that's where your strength is. That's where your power lies. Learn to stand on it and be proud of who you are. Own who you are, but do it in truth. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Catch you guys next time. FINP, for my imperfect, non-judgmental people only. Listen, my business Facebook, Twitter, Driven Not Motivated 21, TikTok, TaylorMade 2169. Listen, follow me. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Listen, y'all stay up, man. Be encouraged. Keep it positive, but above all, keep it all in that brutal truth, baby. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.